As a father, do you approve of the dad joke that is this license plate? Nearjet? Instead of Learjet?
It's cute.
Is it cute? Okay, all right. Well. Hey, welcome back to Doug's Cars. Welcome back to Amelia Concours 2023. It's the day. It's Sunday. There's a bunch of cool McLarens here that I'm not allowed to get closer than this this yellow rope to. But hey, it's gonna be a fun day. It's a beautiful day. It rained yesterday. Today it's not at all raining out. And come along for the ride. Still glistening with the morning dew. It's Arturo GT4, a good-looking car. And so is that, of course. That is just an amazing F1. Let's go take a look. 1998 F1. Only the second one I've ever seen. The other one was here as well, and my car track friends got to drive it. I didn't. I don't make that kind of money. Roof scoop, center seat, center steering wheel. Really sweet car. What's your favorite?
Martian.
Martian?
My favorite Martian.
No, these are not Martians. They may look weird.
I thought it was a test. I thought it was a joke.
Oh. No.
I do like this one.
Yeah, this one, well, you see it's got a center seat.
Oh,
center driving.
Well, it's most logical place to put it.
Yeah, because it's British. This looks like an unassuming BMW Z8. Well, beautiful car, of course, but nope, you're wrong. They made it into a coupe with a hatch on the back, and it's no longer convertible. Beautiful lines. Smith Vehicle Engineering, if you want to look them up. But hey, it's got MPAR still. And they replaced the BMW roundel with their own. Deservedly so, though. This is gorgeous. A couple people have shown up before us. Concession stand. These Denzels were parked downtown on Friday. You may have seen them on video there. But they're really cute. They're based on Volkswagens, and there's a huge collection of them here. Obviously, there's Wayne Carini.
We haven't determined that yet. Everybody's got an equal say.
Yeah, very cool. That one, yeah, you can see that they have, Volkswagen wheels from a Beetle, and that's what they're based on. But obviously, they're much more attractive than the stock Beetle. Good color on this one. This one's got different wheels and hubcaps. Very pretty. I mean, there's just so many of them. And you've probably never even heard of a Denzel before. You can see they've got, obviously, Volkswagen headlights on them too, with the trim rings and everything, the parking lights. This one's cute, and it's very white and red. It looks like it's not actually a three-seater, but it looks like it could be. I don't think it's wide enough for that. I don't think you'd want to. Very cool stuff. Oh, here you can see the engine is open on this one. You can see it's obviously a souped up VW. Very clean. I mean, you could eat a sausage biscuit off of that. It's so clean. Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I'd eat a sausage biscuit off of it.
Well, but it's because it's clean. Just pointing out how clean it is.
Some corned beef hash instead.
Corned beef hash. Okay. Nice red interior.
I like the Speed Racer on it.
Yeah. I like the color on this one. Oh, this is the one with the green interior. Yeah, this was parked downtown the other day. Cool green interior with this bluish gray. And you can see the fuel tank and the Beetle storage of the wheel in front, just like they have. And again, the Beetle headlights. Very cool. Wow. You have to love a Daytona Coupe. Just a beautiful car. That's how they came up with the name for the Daytona seats, which had those black inserts that are an option on current Ferraris. Ooh, that one's being started. Let's go take a look. Beautiful interior. Ferrari. This is really cool in white. 275 GTB2. It's a 1966. It's got the race knockoffs, external fuel filler, of course, and only the single tail lights. Some year they could go to 2 on the other side. But yeah, this is check out the red on this one. Very pretty. It's just leather is amazing in there. I mean, someone definitely spent a ton to fix this 250 Lusso up. Oh, it's already been judged. There's an Almquist Sabre. Never heard of that, but very cool. Obviously it has a Go Fast stripe on it. But I was coming over here to look at this. This has, it was a Bosley. Isn't that a hair restoration guy?
He is.
Yeah, so he made all his money. He built this back in 1953. Check out that. I mean, this is 1953. This is a pretty futuristic car for then. The mag wheels, the knockoffs. Wow. That is a beautiful car. Fuel filler up in the roof, and can't see out the rear window too well over the spare tire. Oh, it's from the Peterson, so that's in LA. Beautiful lines on this car, just amazing. Love it. It's a little bit of whimsy based on the Volkswagen platform, obviously. Let's walk around front and see what it is. Oh, it's a Thor. 1958 Thor. Fiberglass trims. Yeah, this is definitely, you're no mistaking this for anything other than a Beetle. Cute. This is a prototype of a Corvette from 1954. Very interesting. Still has the little grills over the headlights, but it's got scoops on the side. Still has the straight six that they had in 53. Interesting that the logo has a V in it. And the interior looks pretty standard for what you'd expect from a Corvette. Oh, it's got a spine on the trunk lid, so there's a couple of differences like that. And these, of course, look like they might actually be functional. Now we're in the custom section. Look at this 52 Lincoln Capri, just absolutely popping in this gold metallic. Sweep spear on the side. Looks like Kelsey Hayes wireless, and then you got the louvers cut into the hood. Very, very cool. Continental kit on the back. Beautiful in the Florida sunshine, as is this 50 Mercury with, of course, sombrero Cadillac wheel covers. You can see it says Mercury in the trim along the side there, but also a louvered hood. Has all the old chopped and channeled things done to it. That roofline would have been much higher than that, of course. And then the grille in the front. Very cool. Spotlights. Fred's lead sled. See, the door handles are removed as well. The interior of this 56 Mercury. Wow. It's got gauges are in the center of the steering wheel. Let's see if you can see that without me putting my hand inside the car and getting yelled at. And then obviously this paint is fantastic. It's ridiculous and fantastic. 56 Mercury Monterey. And here's Myron Vernus's. Actually, there he is right there. 1950 Olds, the Polynesian. He brought this with him. He brings something cool every year. Last year, I'm sorry, 2 years ago, they were Davis Devons. This paint color was designed especially for this car. And check out that interior. That's quite the contrast there between the purple and the yellow and white leather. And it's got a spinner on the steering wheel. There's the Polynesian by Valley Custom. And it's even got AC in the back. You gotta see the taillights on these too, the way that they custom those in. That is absolutely fantastic. Love it. All right, I'm gonna go say hi to Myron. So can you tell me a little bit about the Polynesian?
Yeah, it's a 1950 Oldsmobile that was customized by Valley Custom Shop in 1953 for Jack Stewart. It's not a chopped roof, like a lot of the custom cars of the period. It's got a 4.5-inch section in the middle of it.
So it's removed in the middle, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
so
very
it's
cool.
much more difficult to do than chopping a roof. That's what Valley Custom really kind of specialized in, and the body was all metal finished, right? There's no lead, there's no filler,
wow.
all perfectly finished that way. It was done for a guy named Jack Stewart, who was from Northeast Ohio. He was in the Air Force out in Southern California. He brought it back after he was out of the Air Force, and it's always been in Northeast Ohio.
So it's always been Ohio. That's awesome, yeah, because I know that's where you're from.
And I bought it from a friend who owned it for 50 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll. The color combination is just amazing. It really is.
The color is blended for this car.
Yeah.
Called Orchid Flame.
And then the interior.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Then you can get a better shot of that spinner on the steering wheel. There's no way I'm going to walk past a 300 SL Gullwing, especially one that's all original. I mean, look at the patina on this thing. You can see chunks of paint and metal cracking and everything, and showing its party piece. The doors are up. See the vents there in the back that actually open into the cabin. Trying to get it so you can see daylight through there, but you should be able to. And it has a 1955 New York tag on it. There's a backup light there, probably optional or add-on at some point. Just love the eyebrows. It's got the Rouge knockoff wheels. Interior actually looks in almost better condition than the exterior, but I'm glad that this car has been used and driven. Oh, it's got Must be road rallied. Very cool. Just amusing. Oh, absolutely amazing car. Absolutely amazing car. Love it. 59. Gosh, this is tiny. It's got a really long air intake in the front. I don't know that I would fit in there. If I did, my head would be way, way above the top.
You're not aerodynamic enough for
Nope.
this car.
Nope. Definitely not.
1200 or 1500?
Let's take a look at some Le Mans winners. 64. Ferrari. Kind of make our way. We'll just go this way instead. Obviously here is a GT40, it's a 66 GT40, Bruce McLaren Racing Team. See the Kiwi on there. Air intakes. A little air intake for the car up there. And those tires and wheels look like they're pretty old, but I'm sure they're not. And over here, next to us, we've got a Le Mans winning Jag. 55 D-Type. These are beautiful. See if I can peek around so y'all can see the engine. Very cool. And then finally, C-Type 53. Center fog light there. Long louvered hood. And you could even have space for a co-driver if you needed to. Here's the British registration if anyone wants to look it up on the DVLA website. Have some of Jeff Gordon's race cars here, of course, because he's the honoree this year. And of course, he got started with a little 1 calorie diet Pepsi car back when he was a kid, probably. I wish they had some of his actual cars here, you know, like his 91 Silverado that, you know, he drives to a hardware store. I'm back at the 959s. I was here yesterday, but they've put a green one out, which was not here yesterday, and there's currently no one around it. Oh, wow. Illinois tag. These just have, I don't know, oh, this is from Canepa Motorsports, that's why. You can look through there, see that the spoiler. Oh, wow. This is obviously not a factory color. Mamba green, I guess you would call it. It's an 88, okay. David McNeil, okay, well, we know who that is. But I've got to walk past these again. Oh, there's a black one too. Yesterday, these were just mobbed, and they're just not as mobbed today, which is good. My all-time favorite car. This is my dream car since I was a little kid. And this one was not here yesterday either. Oh, so this is actually the factory green, I believe, with the chocolate brown interior. Wow. That's really cool. That's probably the one I would take. It's a little more understated, but I do like the silver, as I've said before. German cars always look good in silver. It was their race color anyway for the German national teams. And then the 3 white ones. What an amazing group of cars. And I have to say, I remember when these first came out in like Car and Driver, and I had to have a copy of that magazine, and I got one. I think I still have it somewhere. And sadly, these were never sold in the US, so it wasn't until a couple years ago that I actually got to see one. And now here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spicy Beetles. What happened?
Somebody stole a car.
Oh yeah, there's a placard there that's missing. Anybody want any Ferrari Enzos? How about in 3 different colors? This is a beautiful dark blue. I hope it shows up. Looks like it's showing up as a dark blue. It's not black. It's very, very dark blue. It has a very nice natural interior. See, the steering wheel cover has it. And then there's red. Actually, there's a bunch of reds and a yellow. Try not to step in front of everybody taking the picture, but it's going to happen. With Enzo. That's funny. I mean, it's true. It might be the only one in Philly. This yellow one has Enzo's signature on it. As a father, do you approve of the dad joke that is this license plate? Nearjet? instead of Learjet?
It's cute.
Is it cute? Okay, all right. Well,
That's a good.
I'll check.
joke.
I'll check with your kids and see if
Yeah,
they
won't
if they
think
approve.
it's quite as funny.
They won't think it's as funny.
Well, I don't think they'll get it.
Oh.
Well,
But
Lindsay might get it.
she's a pilot.
Yeah, she might.
Yeah. 2 red Enzos, a yellow one and a blue one.
I like this one.
Yellow. I like the blue one with
It's a
the
signature
natural
on the back,
interior. Yeah, it's Enzo Ferrari signature.
He didn't actually do that.
No, he's not alive anymore. Alright. Get the front end here a little bit because it was easier for me to go behind the cars to film them. But next time you see 4 in a row, let me know because you won't. It's a purple nurple Lamborghini Diablo.
Good model.
Does not appear to be a VT. Oh, it's a 30th special edition. So this means it's probably rear-wheel drive only. I believe it would be if it says VT. Oh, there's an airplane. Someone's leaving already. This is some type of fancy Murcielago, I think, with no windshield. Your bugs are coming right in your face. Back end looks fairly stock. The front is just crazy. There's a Diablo with a removable hardtop. Let's see. Oh, I think this one actually flips back. You see there's some plastic there and pins, and this would flip back. So it's hinged. Yeah, Diablo Roadster. So that's what makes this one special. And it is a VT, so it's all-wheel drive. Next to it, we've got a beautiful orange Espada, which had a second window down here so you could see out when you were backing up. Really cool interior on this too, with the contrasting orange and black buffalo hide. It looks like really ready car. Aqueducts in the front and the exposed quad headlamps. And here's a Huracan Evo, which is right next to the Espada that I just showed y'all. But you can see the firing order of the V10 drop out. And the exhaust here. I guess this person dropped out of school and somehow managed to afford this. Oh wow, more orange. And the Bertone badge on the side. These are some of the most beautiful cars of all time. I think the Miura and the E-Type Jag are widely recognized as being basically the most beautiful cars of all time. It's got the eyebrows in the front, which are definitely a trademark of this model. This GT is beautifully glinting in the sun here. This is a little bit of shade. I love how you can see through the bodywork on these. It's just really cool how that's done. But of course, I'm not going to not show the Countach that's sitting right next to it in a black metallic or dark gray metallic with the red interior. That is as wide as that window opens, y'all. You are not going to get your drive-through food through that window. This Ford GT is quite spectacular. You can see it's got the doors that open into the roof. You can see the carbon fiber weave. It's just a carbon fiber seat in there. There's no cushion on that at all. Very cool. Look at the weave on the inside of the door and the door pull. It's just beautiful. Look at that. And next to it is this absolutely ridiculously amazing Aston Martin. Look at how long the engine hood is there behind the driver's compartment, and all of the fins and green things. And I think they must have watched the Mopar guys because they left these on in the front. This is a Valkyrie AMR Pro. Valkyrie. I keep trying to say it the German way, Valkyrie, but that's not what it is because it's British. Let's see if we can get around and check out the back here because it's quite. I'm just gonna walk around them. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That rear end is just amazingly ridiculous. Look at the exhaust, the intricacies on the carbon fiber weave, this green thing, and the taillights are right there. Hey, McLaren. Check out this Ferrari Monza SP2. You can see it's got just an amazing little cockpit, little windscreen, actually not a shield, but a screen. You can actually use the British term because that's exactly what that is. Very cool rear out of the Bach collection. And you can see the Monza name there in the yellow from behind the driver's headrest. In the interior, it's got air conditioning controls. I don't know how much that would help. Probably some. There's some Bugatti EB110 Super Sport. It's only the second one of these I've ever seen. You know, they didn't make a whole lot of them. I've only seen them here at the Amelia. Great Bugatti color, one of their signature ones, and a very cool interior. You can see the leather-lined floor is quilted. Very, very 80s, early 90s car. It's all got a front end as well. It's a 96, okay, because it is super sport. So these were the final years they made them. And next to that is a Koenigsegg CCX. These are Swedish. They're very highly technically advanced. You can see the doors have these dodecahedral hinge that puts it up out of the way like that. Keeps it up from scraping the curb. And you see the weave on the carbon fiber. The teledial information system there and the stick shift. And their logo is a ghost. And it's a ghost because these are assembled in a factory that used to be a Swedish Air Force base. And that was the logo of the air team. Some kind of like Blade Runner motorcycle thing over there at this apex. It's a gated thing. They don't let Doug of Doug's cars in there. It's right next to, literally right next to this raceabout. It's a Mercer 1911. So as you can see, that's a kind of a difference between this. Maybe not, because you're both out in the open. That is a little more futuristic than this Mercer. This is the grandmother of sports cars here. This is Stutz Bearcat. You can see compared to the other cars, it doesn't have the bodywork. This is where sports cars came from. They weighed less, they had a little bit more power, and yeah, 1916 Bearcat, first sports car. It's a Stanley Steamer. This is the kind of car that burned Jay Leno just a couple months ago. Thankfully he's okay, but it's all steam. So from here back, it's pretty much the same as a normal car, but it is a steam engine up front. We wandered up into the GM tent to look at some of their concepts. They have the Wildcat, which is a Buick. I have not seen it, although it's from last year. It's pretty cool. I must say, I do appreciate the wheels on that. And they debuted, I think, their new Buick logo on this vehicle. Very cool. Got Buick written at the top of the windshield there, and red seat belts and floating seat uppers. Pretty cool. It is a pretty car. But I believe what we're here to see first and foremost is the Cadillac Celestique. I just drove the Lyric, which just came out, which has the same face. This is, I guess, the face of the new electric Cadillac, just last week. And you can check out that video on my YouTube channel. Please do. But this is their like luxury sedan. These are like bespoke, several $100,000 to rival a Rolls Royce. That blue is absolutely fantastic. And I think it's new here at the Concours. Like it's being debuted right now as you watch. Cool wheel. Take a look inside. Very minimalist. Oh, it's got the dash that sweeps all the way across. I love the blue. It's really pretty. And it's a long car. Really, it's like old-fashioned Cadillac long. But it's electric, and it's their absolute future, super high performance, super luxury sedan. I'm glad I got to see it. I love the blue. Can you tell? So one of the sections here is 120 years of Buick. There's a Fire Chief pickup truck. This one's got a Screaming Chicken on the hood and T-tops, and oh, a Free Spirit. Oh, check out this graphics package. No wonder, T-top and awesome graphics package. that's legitimately fantastic. You got the U-handle shifter, factory air. Of course, it's a 75 Buick, so that makes total sense. The Century is just a glorious blue. Check out this, the rotating seats and that blue interior. These were, oh, this one was customized for Bill Mitchell. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say, this doesn't look quite legit, but that was customized for Bill Mitchell. Obviously, he was the head of their design team, and what a designer he was. And that interior is amazing. The original concept Buick LeSabre is here from 1951. This was what set GM apart in the 50s. They had the styling, they had the design that nobody else had, and it was because of people like Harley Earl and Bill Mitchell, who designed for GM for decades afterward. But this is just glorious. 1951, and it's got the fins that you'd see on everything from GM that entire century. It's got the turbine vane wheel discs, heat extractors. It's super low to the ground. I mean, really, it's low to the ground. And it debuted the LeSabre name, which of course has been on Buicks for decades, ever since. And of course, the back looks like a jet plane in 1951. That was Really cool. Check out the antennas in the middle. This is fantastic. I love this thing. This, oh, there's lights up there too. This is one of those concept cars that didn't get crushed, which is amazing because most of them did. Very, very cool dashboard as well. I love it. I'm guessing y'all would not expect to see a 1980 Buick Century at a Concours event, but this one I saw the other day, and there's a reason for it. It's a 3-speed floor-mounted manual. It also has a spotlight, and no AC. This is the base of the base of the base. This is as base as they came. 3-speed manual? Really? No AC in a 1980 Buick? And so we were speculating that maybe it was like a police car or something because it's got the spotlight. But that was probably an option then, and it was an add-on you could get from something like J.C. Whitney and just drill a hole through the A-pillar and put it in. But it's a cool ride. And hey, celebrating the 1980s here at the 120 years of Buick.
So the standard transmission in this 80 Buick Century was standard.
Yeah.
You had to pay $358 more for an automatic transmission in 80 Buick. Don't factor that.
Saw this on Friday, love it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And there it goes. All right, there's a million people coming by, but they're clearing the way so we can get this Sabre out.
That's very unusual.
Oh, wow. Absolutely amazing car. Look how long and low it is. I mean, it's as long as a modern car, but it's super low to the ground. Look at the consternation on his face as he tries to not run over those guys' feet. Wow. I've never seen this car before, and I've certainly never seen it move. No. Neither have y'all until now. You're on Doug's cars. That sounds good. I love that big old pushrod V8 and the Roadmaster. Oh, this is an SJ. Oh, it's an Auburn. This is an Auburn Botel Speedster.
Particularly the vice chairman that photograph.
Supercharged 851. Yeah, these are beautiful, beautiful cars. Fun fact about these, and John, you'll appreciate this fun fact. This little door here, you open that up, that's where your golf clubs go.
Oh.
So you can take only one person, of course, can take their clubs in there, and a modern bag probably wouldn't fit. But that's what that's for. I think this is an Avalon's Voisin. I believe it is. This is like, yeah, it is. It's an Aerodyne. Avalon's Voisin, French brand. Look at the brackets they had holding the fenders up and the aerodynamic wheel covers and things that you would never have thought of. Crazy windshield wipers and that upholstery on the inside looks like something from a Citroen 2CV. Of course, that ridiculously beautiful. It's just such a cool car. It's like something that Clive Cussler would own. And it really does look like a 2CV, a big 2CV with the round muscle back like that. Very, very cool. And a giant. You'll never guess what country this is from. 1960 Eldorado Biarritz. This is a car. This is a massive car. Check out that beautiful brick red interior. The giant wheel covers. Eldorado text there on the front. And if I go around to the back here, you've got these absolute giant fins in the back that, of course, just scream Cadillac and 50s and 60s.
Yes, thank you, Ray.
As Jaylen would say, this trunk sleeps 6. Here's a 1948 Chevrolet Fleetline, and the cool thing about this is it's a Woody, kind of. This trim is real wood, and that is a decal, but there is at least some real wood on this Aerodyne sedan. You can see it's got the aerodynamic rear end. Look at the inside. The seats are covered in vinyl like we used to do back then to protect them. It's got the spotlights, dual spotlights. This is a pretty heavily optioned car, especially with the wood trim. Chevrolet Fleetline from 1948. Another beautiful Cadillac. This is a 57, and I just wanted to point out, for a few years there, in addition to all of the extra lights that you got in the Dagmar bumpers, you could get a gold grill like this has. This is a Series 62, so this is actually, they would consider the base model before the Coupe de Ville. It is a convertible. It's a power window car. I'm sure we'll have a power top as well. And because it's a 57, it has a very distinctive rear end that looks like it's screaming in pain. Ah! Here drives the honoree going 1 mile an hour in his Corvette. That sounds pretty good. Okay, here's a Duesenberg, and here's a Duesenberg, and here's a Duesenberg, and Oh, here's one I saw the other day, another Duesenberg. This one's brown. It was at the auction. It's an SJ, so that one's actually a supercharged. And here's another Duesenberg. I think we found the Duesenberg section. This one looks like it's a completely original. Tina on that paint. And just the little touch they did, like putting like a brownish orange on the edge of all of those louvers. Very, very cool town sedan. These Corvettes have all been at Le Mans, and they're just absolutely glorious cars. I mean, really, this one's got a spare distributor and cap hanging out there right behind the driver. Wow. I mean, you've got the C2, you've got the C3 here. This thing looks like a C5 over here. I mean, Corvette's very storied, of course, at Le Mans. They've won and done so well, so many decades in a row. Swing through here so that we can show the next one. This is it's a 76, so obviously it's a C3. Crazy fender flares on this, and then this is actually slightly more, I don't know, maybe because it's the wild colors. This one's a little more subdued, even though it's not. Really cool. That's a Callaway 94, so it would be C4. Very nice. I do love a C1, and this is cool. I don't know that I've seen one with the blacked out, or the, well, whited out headlights like that. And then the driving lights, the Lucas driving lights, gosh, I don't think they would work, because Lucas is the Prince of Darkness. And these are the ones that I really like. It looks like they're being judged at the moment. This has blue covers on the headlights, another 60. I assume these are all going to be from 1960. Yes, this one has red headlight covers, and also a 1960. Very, very, very cool set. And then this one over here has actual headlights. It does not say, oh, it's 62. Okay, that makes sense. It does have the later front end. This one does have headlights, and it looks like a pretty factory interior, even with carpeting. So this must be some type of pace car or recreation or something. It does have a side exhaust, no wheel covers, and that is definitely a race fuel filler neck. Check out all these Corvettes, y'all. Just awesome. This is a 1960 BMW 507, which is rare because it's the only one that was ever titled in 1960. It's also the last one they made, and it is a beautiful, beautiful car. Harkens back to their heyday, and really made the Z8 what it is, because that looks like this, except for the interior that's a little different. But these had a smallish V8, I want to say maybe a 3-liter, and unusual. It's not red, it's kind of orangey. It's a little hard to tell, but I absolutely love it, and is the last one ever made by BMW. This Rothmans Rough Road Porsche 911 it's got all terrains. That's just absolutely hilarious. I love this thing. It's rough roads, but it's in Rothman's livery, which we all know. The guy with the very, very, very large camera lens is taking a picture, and as soon as he's done, I'm gonna swing past here. I didn't want to get in the way of his picture. The tow hitch on that 911, the car. I would absolutely love to have this car.
White, and then these two are...
I seem to have stumbled upon quite a few spicy beetles. There's a yellow spicy beetle. Here's an orange spicy beetle. Ooh, this one has driving lights. You don't usually see these with driving lights, but it looks like it was in the Monte Carlo Rally in '78. Painted in the body color, and it's got scaffolding inside it, so it's race ready, or rally ready. And this one's just a normal Carrera with the ducktail spoiler. Really pretty in yellow. There's a white one right there too. This caught my eye earlier, so I'm going to stop and take a look at it. It's obviously a Milan license plate, Americana in Mexico, but for some reason it's sponsored by Road and Track, and it's all hand painted. You can see the brush strokes on there. That's really cool. I read Road and Track a lot as a kid, so I wanted to see what it is. It's a Lancia 1951 Aurelia. It looks like it could very well be factory brown paint. It's wow, very cool. Obviously a competition car. It's a little tiny gear shifter down there, and very, very sparse interior. I like it. So did Road and Track in 1951. I believe these were called Batwing BMWs because of the giant wing on the back. Could be wrong about that, but I remember this was obviously their livery for a long time with the M colors, what became the M colors. There's a Silver GT40 over there too I should go look at. Yeah, that's really cool. I had one of these as a remote control car as a kid. One of the ones where you press the button and it goes backward as it turns.
I don't think so.
Yeah, those are not as fun. Check out the fender skirts on this BMW on the pre-war section here, which there's a Ferrari right there, so it can't be that pre-war or that many of them. Very cool. It's got the Bavarian Royal crest there on the back. And you gotta love a car with leather hood straps. And so 39, 327, 328. That's cool. I do love that. Well, hey, I found another going Mercedes. I think this one was here last year. It's this was like a terrible barn find that was in really bad shape and has been completely, obviously, refurbished. You can see the straight six, the beautiful interior. It's got the hubcaps, not the Rouge knockoff wheels. It's a great color, it really is. And so is this. I think this was here last year too. It's a Delahaye with a sliding metal sunroof top. Beautiful color. Big flat grille on the front. It's got a green ribbon on it, so it's been judged. Very pretty car. Real wheels on there too. Gia Torino Carrozzeria. This is a beautiful Fiat with a V8. 8V, well, that's how they do it in Italy, but it is a V8. This car I have seen as well. Flawless. Really, really pretty car. As you can imagine, look at that interior. Amazing. Very, very nice. And on the back, we got fins. Hey y'all, today was a fantastic day. Amelia Concours is always great. 2023, no doubt, has been an amazing year for cars, as you can see. So thanks y'all so much for watching Doug's Cars as I end today back where I began with this awesome McLaren. Please hit subscribe. There's so many more cool things coming your way. I've made so many videos this weekend. Check them out, and look forward to bringing you more content soon. Thanks so much for watching.